In third place, we have Mstubbs with his all Dragoon deck.
What up?
Would you like to explain your deck to us?
Yeah.
And why you use it?
So, I'll go blade by blade. Starting with Drake, he's the homie. 360 rush. I really like 360 on him. I kind of played around with low flat here and there, but ended up sticking with rush because I have more control with it and figured if I needed the low flat, I could get it later. And 360 just allows him to hit so much harder than 560. I did a lot of testing with 560 and I just don't like it as much. So that is Drake. Second up, we have this little guy. So this little guy was kind of, well, that part was a last minute change. I wasn't going to because I had no testing with it prior to this tournament. So I was originally going to play him on Gear Point, which I had done a lot of testing and had confirmed that it was good against Rod, and that was my goal of this deck, was to be able to beat Rod and not have to worry about Rod. Last up was my spicy creation that I found early on. Dominates Rod pretty well. Just got to do kind of like a drop launch with it, and it's got really good stamina too. So if it destabilizes Rod any at all, it can cause Rod to scrape. I did a lot of testing against 560 ball, which that wasn't even here today. So it was 970 hexa and 560 orb. I mean, I guess orb would have been similar, but I don't know. Forza's launch is insane. And then last but not least, it's pretty, and I threw 160 and low flat on it. And the reason I did this is because it's actually, like, it's a good combo in and of itself. Testing around with it, and I thought, like, you know, I could sub in for that if I felt like I needed that, or if I wanted to go all right spin, I totally could, which was never happened. But a lot of what did happen was I would sub out the low flat onto Dragoon, and there was one point where I was battling against Gosh mode, Matt, and it was literally like, it was spinning like this, at this angle, like around his unicorn, and ended up making contact and managed to get enough spin equalization to keep spinning and then outspin his unicorn thing. It was crazy.
That's insane.
It was insane. I was super pleased. Outside of that, I think maybe the only thing I would have changed, I was not really certain on a fourth blade, so I just threw something that I knew would be okay. Oh, and the reason I did 160 is because it's another good, like, 60 attack ratchet, and I had better luck with 160 than I've had with 560. It's just too burst prone. So, I mean, I had that option to throw on, you know, any of the guys, or if I wanted to play this with like 960 low flat, totally could have, or 370. You know, I could have just, yeah, it could have been fun. I did end up putting low flat on Drake one time. Played a match with it, and ended up swapping right back to Rush. It just, I don't know, it never came up. I was super geared for a rod heavy meta, and there's like all of 2 rods here, both of which got outboard. Rod is gonna rod. But yeah, also, like, shout out to Blade Bay. His, like, launching video is super helpful. I switched it up and started practicing like this, and it's crazy. It really helps. And also shout out to my coworker who 3D printed these rubber grip things. They're super nice too. But all in all, yeah, that's my deck.
Heck yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, Mr. Bees, and thanks for watching, guys. Later.